My name is Rayce and I'm from Chico, California. My favorite animal on the farm is one of the cats. This is really difficult to say because I love all of them, but I would have to say, if I had to choose, I'd say Queen Betsy. My favorite part of farming would probably be just being around the animals, because they all have different personalities, and it's just fun. I love animals, so just being around the animals and taking care of them. Farming is a lot harder than I thought it was, I'd say. I've kind of always wanted to be like a country boy, and I didn't grow up on a farm, but I just loved everything to do with country. So I didn't realize how hard farming was. It takes somebody with discipline, and it's hard work, but it's very fulfilling at the end of the day. My life before Rockside was pretty hopeless. I was hooked on crystal meth and marijuana. I relied on drugs to give me happiness, just to feel not depressed, and I couldn't hold a job. I couldn't get along with anybody. I just was running from every conflict I had, running away. I was blaming everyone else. I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. I was really stressed all the time. I was angry. The only thing that I could think to relieve my pain was substances. My rock bottom was when I realized I had nowhere to live. I'd been kicked out of my parents' house. I was just absolutely chained to drug addiction. My life was completely unmanageable, and I didn't have a job, and I was just living in my car, and I realized what am I doing? And I would look in the mirror, and at one point I didn't recognize myself, and I literally said out loud, I was like, who is that? Who am I? Just kind of came to a realization of the things that I had been doing the past few months, and I was like, wow, I'm destroying my life. The person that God made me was gone. I didn't recognize myself, and it scared me. It was really sad, and I was crying. It made me cry. And probably when I had that genuine fear, I can't keep living on my own terms anymore. This is sad and terrifying. But when I first got here to the ranch, I was a little nervous because I didn't know how the guys were gonna be. I didn't know if I was gonna fit in. Honestly, I felt like I didn't fit in for the first few weeks here. But the ranch, it seemed pretty legit. I was wow, this is definitely a farm. There's a lot of animals here. This is legit. They must know what they're doing. So living in a house with 7 other guys is pretty difficult. That was probably the hardest part, is learning how to manage my emotions, learning how to reconcile with my brothers, because Jesus says to reconcile with your brother, and learning how to forgive, because Jesus forgave us. But other than that, it's awesome and all, because you get to relate with people, and you get to just watch each other and encourage each other. You can't run away from your problems. You can't run away from conflict. You have to, you are forced to solve it, and you're forced to reconcile it. The thing that I'm most excited about, and that I'm most looking forward to after I graduate Rockside, is just having a good relationship with my parents and being a functional member of society, and proving to myself and to my parents that I can be a man, and that I can do life. I really want to pay back my parents, and I really want to thank them. So after I graduate Rockside, I'm gonna go to the Hamilton House, which is a workforce house where it's an extension of Rockside, where we can live there and get a job, and it's close. It's in Etna, so it's close to the ranch, so I can come back and check on my people. And my main goal eventually is to work at the Rockside Butcher Shop, which should be opening soon. If you are somebody considering coming to Rockside Ranch, and you are considering pursuing a life for Jesus, I would say, without Jesus, we can't do anything, and God will change our lives in a way that we would never be able to comprehend. Once you surrender to Him, you no longer need to worry, because God is God, and He's unchanging, and He already knows what plans He has for you. So I'd say pray, and just see what happens.